This, ladies and gentlemen, is my second account, my Smurf account, and I just wanted to take a few moments to show you how to build a base that is good at defending. There are a few principles that must be adhered to in order to have a good base. The first one is having a high level sentry. At each level core, make sure you have the highest level sentry possible. So for example, my core level now is level 8. And I can still go up another level on sentry if I upgrade my resources, which I still can at this level. When you have a high level sentry, everything for the attacker becomes more difficult. Let me give you an example. Let's look at this guy. Levels above me, I think 6 levels above me. He comes with the Kraken, and many people have like 3, 2 sentries and they upgrade them evenly, and there's no point, because this sentry, my strongest sentry, is now, or my weakest sentry is now as strong as my strongest sentry, because the strongest one always takes precedent. So as soon as the hack starts, my strongest sentry sends antivirus to my weakest sentry, level 11, and that spreads to here. By here I mean my turrets, and from my turrets it spreads to my black ice, from my black ice to my guardian, and from my guardian to my code gates. And now, though he's got an icefall, you can see the icefall going down quite fast. And if every node that the attacker captures is being attacked by high level antivirus, he needs to use a lot of icefalls. And at these low levels, your program space is quite low, so you can't carry that many icefalls and that many protectors and that many shockers. So what happens? They lose the nodes. And look at this choke point. Not only is this guardian being attacked by 2 black ices and by 2 turrets, it's being attacked by 4 nodes with level 11 sentry. And look at his protector. Look at the protector. It's being hit at this point just by level 4 level 4 black ice or level 4 sentry. And he's making progress, but it's cost him all his programs. So how far can he get? He's got no more protection. So now when he takes the core, or can he take the core? No. Can he take the sentry at the back? No, because the level 11 antivirus takes down this level 1 sentry's firewall down so fast. And this is the key to having a good base. If you check on the forum, you'll see choke points, and this is a choke point. This is a choke point. This is even a choke point. These are also choke points, but choke points are best utilized when you have a high level sentry. So step 1 in having a good base, high level sentry. Step 2 obviously is choke points. Don't waste your time getting 3 sentries and leveling them all up to level 9 or whatever, because one high level sentry, if it can spread around the base, is good enough. Make sure the sentry is connected to 1 or a couple of black nodes, because black nodes spread sentry faster. The second key to having a good base is not being susceptible to stealth attacks. So you need a high level scanner. And you need code gates, because if they put an access on a code gate, their visibility is reduced rapidly. If they use the Wraith on a code gate, it's longer to install, so the visibility is used up. My scanner is a bit low. It should be higher. But don't waste your code gates at the back, because then stealth attackers can just walk through your base very easily. Make sure at the front of your base you have at least 2 or 3 code gates depending on your scanner, and that's what makes a good base. Let me show you my main base. The same principle applies. We've got a high level sentry, the highest level possible, and once you get to the higher levels, if you have low level nodes here, if I could reduce them I would, then the sentry will always win back these nodes quite quickly because the firewall is low. And this is what we call a maelstrom. And a maelstrom is when there's so many nodes interconnected that it's so hard for the attacker to focus and to keep the nodes. He'll gain a node and lose a node quickly. And as you can see here, I've got a high level scanner with 3 code gates. And let me show you how this works. Look at Hot Dog and Kimchi. They both try to use wraiths. But once you use a wraith on a code gate at the front, look at the visibility. Pow, gone. Look at the visibility. It's gone. At the higher levels, also it's helpful to have a guardian, triple guardian, protecting a node with high firewall, which I have here. And it takes the attacker a long time to attack, as you've seen from my defensive videos if you haven't checked them out. And these code gates are high. Look at this choke point. Oh, it's my friend's birthday today. Look at this choke point. If you haven't seen it in action, go and check out my defensive videos. But by the time an attacker gets here, they're getting level 21 sentry from here, level 1 sentry from here, antivirus, level 21 sentry, antivirus from here. And this will be lost in one hit. So they need to protect it fast by shocker, icewall, shocker or icewall mainly. You can't install a protector, it will take too long. And unless you've got shurikens, you have to take down this core, which is, and you only can use 2 slots. So that's another tip for bases. And stay tuned. In my next video, I will maybe go through maybe 20 bases and critique them, and just let you know how to improve your base and make it the best it can be at the level you're at.